Happy Member Monday, everybody! It's Morgan with Downtown Wabash 8, and I am here on lovely Canal Street, and we are standing right outside of a brand new space that's coming right to Downtown Wabash called Four Partners in Crime. You may have heard of it. Behind me is the entrance, 14 West Canal Street, Four Partners in Crime, and we're going to take a very special tour today. This place is actually mid-construction because Four Partners in Crime isn't open yet, and the owner herself, Julie Dickey, is going to give us a tour of the space. So, Carly, let's go knock. Let's see if Julie is here.
Welcome to Wabash's version of MTV Cribs.
Thanks, Julie. Come on in, Carly. We are here at Four Partners in Crime, and Julie's going to lead the way. Julie, tell us a little bit about yourself, the space, why you landed in Wabash. A lot of questions thrown at you right here.
Okay, let me get my husband involved in this because, contrary to popular belief, he does exist. He's just not here full time. This is Randy. We landed in Wabash about a year ago. We had an exit strategy from California for several years, and I came here with some girlfriends, and the energy was right, the thought process was right. The people like yourselves, Downtown Wabash, City Council, you guys have all worked really hard to make this a place we wanted to be our forever home. So here we are. I have had a dream as an artist and someone whose love language is cooking for others, to have a space where people could come, enjoy art, sit, have a drink, enjoy some small plates. And this is happening for me. At the ripe old age of
26.
It's just my birthday today. We'll stop with that. As you can see, we're under construction here. If my contractor had known that we were doing this morning, he called first thing and said, I'll get a crew, we'll go down and clean up. I think everybody understands it's under construction, so this is what you get. Small space, intimate space. It literally is going to be set up like a crib when all is said and done. No hardtop tables, pull-up chairs. We're going to have overstuffed couches, overstuffed chairs, coffee tables, a fireplace, where people can literally sit and visit and connect. That's a big deal for me. And I think not only is the art I create and the art that people will experience here, I think food and drink can be an art as well. As far as the types of foods and drinks we'll be serving here, it's going to be as highly curated as the art that comes in the doors that will be for sale for people. No Costco trucks pulling up in the middle of the week blocking traffic. I'm going to do as much as I can farm to table with our local vendors and farmers and dairy producers. That's important to me because what they do is an art also. And we're going to tie it all together, hopefully. You'll come down and have a glass of wine with us or a cocktail and some really good food, and we'll all get to know each other much better. Make this thing grow.
And I'll step in because you're doing an excellent job at casting that vision for people. And so since we're in an under construction space, I also want Julie to talk about what you would expect visually and atmospherically as you walk in. So when you walk through the doors, what will people expect? You said no high top tables, the couches, the chairs. Maybe talk a little bit about the layout.
So when you walk through the doors, what you're going to get, here I'm walking through the door, and I'm going to come in, and over here there's going to be a couple of big wingback chairs, a coffee table. We have, with the vision of, again, my contractor, Dave Vandermark, we have changed the entire storefront window. For the most part, there will be art displayed in there, but at special times, holiday times, or if somebody just wants to have a special date night, we'll put a table in there for people to sit and be able to be like they're at the zoo. Well, people are walking by and they're having dinner. So grouping of chairs here. Another couch here with a coffee table, chairs. This area here in front of the bar, we will have a farm style table. So you may come in here one time and there'll be two people sitting there. Please join them. That's how people connect and get to know each other. For now, we will not have any bar seating because we want to allow children to come in. We're gonna see how that goes. We don't have children's items on the menus, but if they come in and hang out with their parents and be cool before a show at Honeywell or a movie or just a special night out, we'd love to have them. Over here, we'll have some more groupings of, you guys don't have to run away. This is part of my crew. This is my granddaughter, Addison, who's been here for about 6 weeks helping me with stuff. And this is truly a partner in crime to Randy and I for about the last 18 years, Barry Wolven. He and his wife are up here from Kentucky. They were actually our friends in California for about 15 years. They moved to Kentucky. We followed them, and they're now building their forever home in New Albany, Indiana.
New Albany.
Yeah. So it's fun to have them here and be a part of this process. Some smaller seating arrangements here. Here we're going to have a fireplace on the wall with a big couch, beautiful handmade coffee table that my dad blessed us with. Over the fireplace is going to be a collection of heads, mostly animal, maybe a couple humans. So it literally will be like you're coming into our crib and joining us for a drink and an appetizer, dinner, dessert, or just a good conversation.
This is great.
Okay.
This is great. And I think that this is showing people exactly what they can expect when they walk into Four Partners in Crime. Because it's hard to envision when you're not able to see through the windows, and when this part of Canal Street is now being enveloped by lots of love by these small business, independent business owners. And so we're just really happy that you can pass that vision for people.
Thank you.
Julie, can you tell us what you love about Wabash? You've been here for, what, going on
A year.
a year?
Just
okay.
a year at the beginning
Yes.
of June, middle of June, I think.
Yes.
Can I total sidebar for a
Yeah.
minute? Okay, so for those of you who have lived with this building with a horrible white plaster and black stripes across the front, Carly, come over here. Last week we rediscovered our transom window. It appears to be intact. We are going to have them come out and work on some ceiling issues that we have, ceiling as far as no leakage. But look at that light and look at that glass block. And that's been there since she was built. And that was one of the things Randy and I were pretty adamant about, was wanting to be able to have that art apparent. And it brings, the big historic piece back to this. Eventually the paint will come off the front. We're taking her back to the natural brick. That was the mailman. We're taking it back to the natural brick, and then I still need to do some work at the museum and find out about the core. So we've made some friends for life here. Really, really great, unique people. The other thing I love about Wabash, and I can't wait for Randy to experience this also, is I will never get tired of the landscape here. 2 days a week, 3 days a week, I throw my dogs in the car and we just drive. And I have discovered some of the most amazing places. And I've never been to Ireland or Scotland. My dad has, and he said the thing he loved about it was that it was 50 shades of green. I would say the same thing about Indiana. It's spectacular. Wildlife. Addison went kayaking last week with a friend of ours, and she saw a bald eagle for the first time. That doesn't happen in California. Kayaking, bike riding, we rode down to LeGros. It's just every day there's something new and fun to do here. It's magic. I call it my little Hallmark bubble when I talk to people back home in California, and then they come and they visit it and they say, "You're right, it is." I would welcome or challenge, I don't know the right word, for anybody that feels like Wabash is lacking in whatever you think it's lacking in, to go somewhere else for a while. In the United States, in the world. Randy and I have both been a lot of places in the world, and we picked here. Born and raised in California, 63 years for me, and he's way older than I am. So, but we picked here. We left our kids and our grandkids, and because that's how much we believe in this place. So if you're dissatisfied, take a road trip, spend some time somewhere else, and then come back and be grateful, because we are. beyond. So thank you, Wabash, for being welcoming and enthusiastic and kind and encouraging, and come have a glass of wine with us. Hopefully around the 1st of October. Maybe earlier, we're not sure yet. That depends on this amazing guy who's making this vision come to life for us. And he hasn't been wrong with one thing so far. So we're hoping October 1st will entertain everybody through winter and then really get going in springtime. Upstairs, one last note. Clearly it's not my focus right now, that it will be a big part of what Four Partners is. We will have immersive art classes. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be posting online the names of some of the teachers that we've contracted with that'll be coming here to teach, so you can start researching them and their work, the kinds of things we'll be offering here. Not to be offensive to anyone, but it will not be crafting type classes, it will be sculpture. If you haven't touched clay since you played with Play-Doh, and you come here and you take a sculpture class, you're gonna leave with a piece that you'll have displayed in your home. Kirsten Stengel, there's the first name you can research, is an internationally collected and known sculpture artist.
An excellent teacher.
And an excellent teacher. I took my first sculpting class from her, and I came home with a piece that had fingers that actually looked like fingers. Anatomically correct facial structure, the whole deal. We'll do bookmaking, we'll do watercolor painting, we'll do metalworking, some mosaics. I haven't decided if I'll teach them or if I'll have a friend come in. My hands will be pretty full down here. But there'll also be small classes, no more than 12. And that way you get that individual attention over the course of 3 or 5 days, because they will be long time classes, not just an afternoon. At some point we hope to get some kids in here to work with, maybe around Christmas time, and making Christmas ornaments. So stay in touch with the website, we'll let you know about that stuff. Again, another reason we wanted to have kids down here in the space, so that they have access to the classroom also. It doesn't look anything like this. It's a big, wide open, white space with 6 giant work tables in it and a restroom and a coffee bar, where people can create without being distracted by lots of crib kind of stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll start probably teaching about a month after we are open down here. That's going to be our focus at first. So this is Four Partners in Crime. You have to come in to hear the story about Four Partners in Crime and where that came from. So come in, have a drink, something to eat, and we'll tell you who the Four Partners are.
There you go.
Well, thank you to the Dickies, Julie, and Randy for reinvesting in Wabash, for investing in Wabash, moving across the country to the Midwest to be able to find a home in downtown Wabash, Indiana, and making it one-of-a-kind space, truly. I can't stress enough how cool this place is going to be, and if Julie didn't cast that vision for you, you're going to have to come in when she's open, because I can see it. I think a lot of people in this room can see it, and I think everybody is excited. So
We're very
thank
excited.
you guys so much.
We're very excited to contribute to the art in Wabash, because there are already so many talented artists here, which is another reason why we selected Wabash. So what I think was left out, but the focus is to showcase local artists in this town, because there are some extremely talented artists, and we're just very excited to contribute to the community and make this a Wabash place where everybody can come and experience.
It's perfect. You guys are great.
Thanks. Thanks for having us.
All right, well, we will catch you next week on Member Monday. I believe we are chatting with someone else in downtown. I don't have the schedule on top of my head, but it's someone else in downtown. So stay tuned, and we will see you guys next week, next Monday at around 10:30. See you later.